Welcome to the Gorge.
Welcome to the Columbia River Gorge.
Bienvenidos. Welcome to our hermoso Columbia Gorge.
Hi, I'm Genevieve Scholl. I'm the Special Projects Manager for the Port of Hood River and a steering committee member for the One Gorge Advocacy Group. I want to thank you for your continued support.
One Gorge as an organization has been created to deal with the issues that need to be addressed in both Salem and Olympia.
We cannot exist here in the Columbia Gorge without our critical interstate bridges. So 6 million people a year are going across those bridges. We've learned also that if we don't get those things buttoned up and replaced and really rock solid and open up our access more, we could be in a world of trouble.
This is a critical piece of infrastructure for the fruit industry, timber industry, the aeronautic industry, tourism.
We are working to build a strong network of transit in the Columbia Gorge.
All of the 5 county public transportation providers rely on state and federal resources to keep the systems going.
Yes, and CAT links up with all the local public transit systems, and we make 6 trips a day to the Portland Gateway Transit Center.
So just flat out right, we have tiny little communities. Our county is 25,000, but we get 2 million Gorge visitors a year. We get another 5 million to Mount Hood National Forest. So there's both sides of the river. You have rail, you have stuff on barges, you have stuff on semi-trucks. There's an awful lot of transportation going in and out of this community.
We ask our legislators to be proactive and include public transit in all plans.
You know, wildfire is a huge issue. When we really need to think about it is when we're working on transportation plans and figuring out how to allocate dollars. How do we make sure that we have adequate space and travel routes in place for residents around the state, and especially here in the Gorge, because we really only have an east-west corridor.
We've seen fires move from normal restorative fires into the era of mega fires, which are unstoppable and create damage of likes of which we've never seen.
The human agony that goes along those issues when they watch the homes burn down, or in our case, the trees, and the water crisis just added worse to that thought. I mean, water is life, but water goes beyond life. Water is the fish in the consumption of food. Life is what we grow. I mean, it is life for us to survive, but it's also every growth, the air that you breathe, the rain that falls, you know, the ocean that we visit, the rivers that we see floating. Everything is about water.
99% of our calls for searches or rescues are people that do not reside here.
Search and rescue takes an incredible amount of coordination, resources, assistance. We've got oftentimes 50 plus searchers on the ground that we're managing. And sometimes these situations go on for days.
These are issues that a lot of people forget, that with increased usage on the forest, the costs have gone up dramatically.
In the National Scenic Area, we all work together to protect and enhance the spectacular scenic, natural, cultural, and recreational resources of the Gorge, while also protecting and supporting the economies in the region.
We're also advocating a lot for the infrastructure that is needed to keep the urban areas functioning and economically growing. We talk about the bridges as linking the 2 states and the amount of traffic and movement there is between the 2 states, both in commerce and in just general recreation.
So we want a healthy environment, a healthy scenic area, and we also want a healthy economy, because as our economies are healthy, the whole scenic area will be a healthy thing. And this is really a long-term issue. This is not something that we're trying to do for tomorrow or the next day. It's something we're trying to do for the next decade, the next 20 years, and the next 50 years.
Your continued support of the Bi-State Compact and the counties within the Gorge can help us find balance while preserving our natural resources and heritage.
Come and visit us in the Gorge.